And so, yeah, here we go again. You know, hey, what's going on, everybody? This is you already know, your one, your only BMT. Also AKA, that guy. The Sam Manosphere, the liberal, the evil guy, the goddamn goblin, the guy who with the beard, the dreads. You know what I'm saying? The behemoth, the Geechee Gullah. The Last of Us. I'm here. What I'm saying? I definitely. Oh, I had to be here for this one. I was literally going to just let it play out. Okay, I do apologize. I hit the exit button by accident. Oh man, I wiped out all of my work. Just a few seconds, Donnie. This is not good. This is not good. Oh goodness. But welcome everybody to the one, the only uh BMT. Thank you for coming. You could have been anywhere. You could have been talking about all kind of stuff. You could have been talking about how to get your PP licked. You could have been talking about how to go get yourself a high value, man. You could have been talking about, hey, I'm running out of protection. But you know what? You came here to BMT. You came here to that guy with the beard, the dreads, the goddamn talking points, the funny, charming personality. You know what? The Beanstein type of guy. I'm here. God dang it. R. Kelly's legacy be proud. Epstein's legacy be proud. As they say, they need a rider, they need a soldier, they need a strong person. And so we're looking at it right here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is going to be a good one. I need y'all guys to do me a solid. I already know RBR. Do me a solid, RBR. Make sure you share my video. If you're gonna, troll me well. Share my video, RBR. Everyone share the video. Let's go ahead and get it out there. I gotta make sure I get this out here. This is my second video, my last one I'm going to be doing for today. What I'm saying? So I gotta definitely get it out there as quickly as possible. What I'm saying? So let me go ahead and share it. You guys do a favor. You know, is snow. Now, you may know T.I., aka Hip, aka Mr. Harris, aka Crack King, aka Dope Boy, aka Rubber Band Man. But do you really know him? You may know Tiny and their TV show, T.I. and Tiny's family, and was it Takana or Tashana? You know what I'm saying? Is it Takana? Tashana? What is it? I don't know. Something like that. Now, but do we really know these people? Do we really know these people? And y'all saying, well, BMT, what are you talking about? Shut up. Just get to it. Freak. I just want to know, what has T.I. been doing? What is he going out there doing? And I said, you know what? It seems like there's more that's going on. more going on behind closed doors. And we're finding out that, hey, there's more to that family that meets the eye. Everybody knew about Tiny and T.I. and their freaky stuff and them getting down with the get down. Everybody knew about doggone the freaky deaky of their threesomes, T.I. having multiple kids outside of the relationship. Shout out to my guy, Super Sly 75. That brother is a maestro, a genius in what he does. Oh, yes. And so we here for this. We're definitely here for the chaos, the kerduffle. And you got to ask yourself, with all these things coming out, should we overlook it, or these things should be taken seriously? We got to also start pushing out allegedly, what's going on with Tiny. Too much of this stuff done weighed on her conscience, where after a while she's like, I can't do this no more. T.I., that was the last girl you done brought into that doggone hotel. Freak. Then you swipe that on my card. You know what I'm saying? We know he likes doing high-me checks on his daughter. We see he got some red bone fetish. Ain't nothing wrong with that, buddy. Keep the red bone gene strong. Sometimes I like to go put powder on myself and go stand in the mirror just to try to get that nice copper tone skin, But I gotta know, T.I., how far were you taking it, man? How far did it go? Because now we got these young women showing up, and there's a lot of them. And I'm like, well, dang, did somebody hit the goddamn the dope boy signal? Did Epstein send out his last message to Harris and say, yo, bro, you might want to get off. You might want to get off the goddamn island, bro. Like it's getting pretty rough, man. Black brothers, y'all might want to be careful, man. So we here now. How could we are here. Strike the record that BMT is talking about this. So let's go ahead. We have text messages, we have voice, we have vocals and everything. I know a lot of y'all want to talk about all kind of stuff, but literally, oh, this is some diabolical stuff. I had to doggone greasy white people. Be careful when you take your children to these goddamn rap auditions. Y'all, we have another situation. So let me go ahead and get to it. I didn't hype up the crowd and stalled long enough. Let me go ahead and get to it before we start showing the audio. Okay, we here. Hot 97. Shout out to them boys. Look at T.I. Tiny. Look at them. Look so nice. T.I. and Tiny are facing allegations of allegedly sex trafficking and forcing women to do drugs. Oh, Jesus. What? Sex trafficking? Forcing women to do drugs? I mean, I know, you know what? I understand, that's usually, see, before there was Netflix and chill, see, the dope man never did that. The dope man, because the dope man don't be buying no goddamn Netflix. He ain't got no doggone account. He ain't got no bank account. So it's naturally dope boys would naturally, you know what I'm saying, they bring some weed or some Molly or some Mickey's or some stuff by the dog gonna get the, this is how y'all be always mad that these guys always getting these girls, but they be finding these goddamn girls doped up and on drugs and stuff. This is in my line. That's what they be doing at the party. Listen, I've been there, bro. We had a strong rule that we would tell our cousins and our friends that if we go to one of those parties, listen, if it's not a closed container, don't touch it. If you put that cup down, don't touch it. If you listen, don't ever go upstairs, don't ever go down the hallway. If you got to go to the bathroom, we go as a group. Oh, there are certain rules around a dope boy party. You better know, or you gonna get got, boy or girl. See, depending on what type of drug you dealing with, see. listen, listen. Well, I'm trying to tell you right now, man. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, boy. Them dope boy parties ain't no joke. You think you're going in the kitchen and go get an RC cola? You probably don't walk into the trap factory. What the hell is this? Hey man, you coming to pick up the a delivery? I need you to write this down there. The Pizza Hut. Drop it off by my cousin Bernie. Then get it to side. Hold up, bro. I just came in for the party. Man, shut that shit up, bitch, and pick up this goddamn dope. Please come. Everybody got down. Oh my God, Lord Jesus, here we go. Shauna, why you brought me to this goddamn party? Well, my boyfriend said it'll be okay. You didn't say all this shit was gonna go down. But that's how it was. Y'all gotta excuse me. I grew up in the 80s. I was a crack baby. You know, I was around these type of eras, man, when these things were down. This was normal. These were the 90 parties, baby. It was a wild time. Y'all wonder why these girls were getting pregnant? Well, listen, you go to the trap house, keyword, it was a trap. What do y'all think was gonna happen? Yeah, man, you can come to my studio. The studio's in a goddamn trap house. I probably saw more guns in the goddamn studio than I saw actually out there at the police station. I said, what the hell is this? You got even the 12-year-old had a gun posted up at the goddamn steps. I said, y'all better have the new Lil Wayne mixtape. Oh yeah, dog. We done got that stuff. We got it off of goddamn Frostwire. Frostwire? The hell is that? That's back in the day. Y'all don't know about no Frostwire. Remember that Frostwire and LimeWire? Well, we started to show our ages. We show our ages. So, you know, let's go ahead and get to it. Woo! Jesus, boy. T.I., be strong. You're going to be checking a lot of girls' hymies, but, you know, don't worry. We're going to give you the best. It's been an intense few days for T.I. Earlier this week, a former friend of T.I.'s wife accused him of pulling a gun to her friend's head. Sabrina Peterson posted her side of the story on social media, and Tiny came to her husband's defense. Pick your battlefield and die. Pick your battlefield to die on. Now T.I. and Tiny are being accused of sex trafficking and forcing women to do drugs. After Sabrina shared her story, multiple women reportedly shared their stories with T.I. about T.I. and her. Oh, Jesus. God damn, boy. You know, it's like when somebody gets up and starts a gospel song and you don't know the words, but you start humming along so you can keep up with the melody. You know what I'm saying? And this is what's going on. Like you got, I just wanted to say this is how it always. This is how it always happens, man. Like yo, once one person throws that rock, bro, everybody gonna start picking up their rocks, man. Tiny, baby, you should have. Hey, you a loyal one. You a real loyal one, boy. You, hey, shout out to Tiny. You going down with the ship, girl. One minute you was having confessions on deep. Listen, Tiny, if you smart, girl, you might want to get your butt to DJ Vlad. You might want to go. You might want to go ahead and get your stuff to DJ Vlad. But hey, I get it. You hold down your man. So now Ti and Tiny are being accused of sex trafficking and forcing women to do drugs. After Sabrina shared her multiple stories, multiple women reportedly shared their stories about Ti and her. According to the messages, Sabrina shared a woman claims Tiny made her poop a Molly. I said poop a Molly. Pop a Molly. What kind of thing? I'm trying to figure out how did she do that? Did she swallow it and poop? I was like, oh, it's pop. Pop a Molly. It's an MDMA stimulant, similar effects like ecstasy, and engage in sexual acts. Multiple alleged messages claim Tiny is the ringleader. Oh, Lord, Tiny, baby. But you know what? This is not unusual. You can see the messages via screenshots captured by hot new hip hop. They can look at the opinions of online users. Boy, oh boy. Ooh, one person says, let's look at what some people are saying. I absolutely, undoubtedly believe every goddamn thing said about T.I. and Tiny. Let me go ahead. Let me get some music for y'all. You know, I gotta get some music, but this is crazy. I am floored by the bravery of these people. Speak out about it. T.I. and Tiny have been drugging underage girls and taking advantage of them. His hymen check couldn't get more creepier, but here the fuck we are. Ti is either Stocks Stilettos challenge or Ti and Tiny. Either the way, I'm stressed out. Hmm. Crazy part about this Ti and Tiny situation is that they aren't the only ones. Watch how fast the universe reveals all that is involved. I am really surprised no one came forward sooner about that Ti and Tiny stuff. Y'all gonna be real upset when y'all find out some of y'all faves were in those rooms too. Sip tea. These Ti and Tiny stories are giving off something of surviving R. Kelly vibes. That's not good. Oh man, I called dibs on the first Ti and Tiny R. Tiny special. I called dibs on that. I'm gonna be watching that video. Brenda reportedly plans on making a documentary surviving Ti and Tiny. No criminal charges have been filed. Ti and Tiny have yet to address their allegations. I mean, listen, we're gonna have to look at these screenshots. I'm gonna have to look at this. But listen, listen. We already know that Ti has some receipts, and we all say receipts. We're talking about. We already know that there's some babies out there. There's a lot of stuff popping up on this dude. A lot. Oh man. Hey man, I don't know what to tell you, Ti man. Don't worry, we got more stuff we got to cover. But I don't know how you gonna make it, dog. I don't know how you gonna make it, man. Oh, here we go. Them two, they were gonna cancel my plane ticket if I didn't do Molly, and Tiny was the one that always called me. So she's the ringleader. She's a worse abuser than Tip. I also woke up one morning next to their friends they travel with. I don't have a memory of it, but I was naked on my back, and when I put my head up, I was between his what I would when I put my head up, I was between his friends and their friend's wife. So they passed me off to them at some point in the night. God damn! Mimi, you hear that? They would have a whole goddamn Molly poop party. God dang, girl. Oh, and I've seen Tiny do coke. Well, we all know Tiny does coke. And take Molly. So Molly, she's the worst one out of the two. If you ask me, I hope they get into legal trouble. That's crazy you said that because that's the basis of the documentary. There's so many men that are abusers and manipulators, but none have a female co-conspirator. Now we already know. Boy, there's a lot of stuff. Hmm. But y'all can read up on these things. Now, first off, let's look at this. Okay, let's slow down. Now we already know, man. This is crazy, y'all. I'm not sure we're gonna be. Listen, bro. Listen, y'all. Listen, man. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, but that documentary is still coming down the pipe. That documentary is coming down the pipe. We ain't nothing stopping that shit. Hey, more of them people are coming out. Yep, I remember LimeWire and Napster. More of these people are coming out, bro. And I mean, like, yo, Ti, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Bro, you might want to start lowering the fuck up because we already seen the videos of you having the stripper edition. Remember the stripper edition video? He had that. Then he had a few babies out there, and then Tiny came out on DJ Vlad and talked about their damn sexual adventures and shit. I mean, goddamn, dog, like Epstein is real, bro. This is Epstein Gate, the trap version. And I get, listen, don't you right now, listen, bro, you already know they might as well already go cancel that goddamn show. You might as well already go cancel that damn show, bro. Because listen, you know damn well ain't no BH1 or no BET gonna do no family special. You got a whole sex allegation going on and multiple women are showing up. Shit. Not only that, you got kids. You got girls who are like, oh man, boy, hey, Ti, bro, you might want to start choosing your battlefields, man. Like, I mean, listen, you got more. Don't worry, we're gonna get to the audio. I gotta send out. I gotta send out a link to my boy Rez, the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? It's getting pretty bad out there, man. Shout out to Aries Queen. How you doing? How you doing, mamas? It's just getting really bad out there, man. And y'all said y'all want them riders. Y'all say y'all want them people that gonna stick by you and stuff. So now, Tiny now, this is probably why her ass is trying to get out and say, yo, I want to get out of this. You don't love me. Now it's too late now, B. You were riding that damn little PP carousel and getting shared around with the homies and stuff. Now your ass want to get out? Nah. Die on that damn sword. know, a lot of people say this is messy. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that. I want to be at the forefront for all the bullshit. Strike the record. BMT was talking on this type of shit long before, so hey, it's gonna be hard to dial back this shit. Not too long ago, we had it where everybody was like, T.I. is such a great dad. He's going out there. He's checking his daughter's coochie to make sure she's still a virgin. Nigga, why would you talk about your daughter's virginity openly and you in the rap industry knowing that goddamn rapper daughters are getting gutted out? That made no sense. That make any sense? That's like an open invitation, like you were trying to advertise that shit. So what the fuck? So you was talking about were you gonna sell off your daughter too, dog? Oh man, we need more dads like T.I. The fuck we don't. Y'all, hey, I be telling y'all be hey, bro. Hey, fall on these swords and die. Fall on these swords and die. It is real, bro. It's real. But god damn it, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. Tip, I don't know if you're gonna be able to get out of this one. You probably should have kissed Trump's ass before he left, man. I know you're talking mad shit, but you probably could have used that pardon ahead of time, bro. I don't know if you're gonna be able to survive this. Not this. I don't know, bro. You ain't no Kavanaugh. You damn sure ain't no Weinstein. You done made too many enemies with white people, so we damn sure know. You ain't got nobody to try to this one. Hey, don't think you're gonna run the Black Lives. Oh, don't think you're gonna go to Black Lives Matter. Think they gonna. She boy, hey, you might want to go start talking to Gail. Let's go ahead and talk to Gail King, bro. Go speak your truth. Go ahead and speak your truth, bro. When it's your time to go, hey, drop your last CD, bro. Just do like Lil Wayne did. Just sell everything. Sell everything. Liquidate the house. Sell the dog. Just do whatever you got to do, Tip. You're going to need to survive, bro. I don't know. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to survive this one, bro. But I'm saying when them women come for you, listen, bro. Listen, I fear women coming for me more than I fear men coming for me. It seems like when the women come for you, they be hitting their target, bro. When they come for you, they don't, these women movement they don't be missing. Listen. I told you, bro. There ain't nothing worse than a woman's scorn. Women don't forget. Women don't forget. They bring up everything. Everything. Like that's what listen, bro. When your woman asks you where you been, they listen, they done did the back chat, they done did the back texting, they done messaged the girl, they done called the dog, they done triangulate the sun with the moon with her coochie goddamn follicle heads and shit. They done did all of that. Like half the time, I just already just fess up and just say, you know what, I'm going down. I'm going down. Let me just fall on my sword, bro. I'm not gonna call Bernie. I'm not gonna call Tavon. I'm not gonna call. I just go down with my. I just own my shit and go down with my sword, bro. If you gotta go do dirt, do it by yourself. But Ti, bro, I'm sorry, bro. You don't got nobody to call on for this one now, bro. And these women, there's more of them coming. You ain't gonna be able to run on no Z93 or no 97 or no goddamn. You better start on your podcast, nigga, and you better go ahead and do like R. Kelly. Maybe I did it, but if I did it, I probably wouldn't have given her a Molly. I would have gave her some goddamn dope for $2.99 and had it out and topped it up. So that you might want to go ahead and drop your song, dog. I'm just saying, you might want to get your song up before shit gets too hot. I need you might want to start selling some wigs, girl. Sell some wigs to get your lawyer money up. Oh, yes, there is more coming. Pray. T.I., please. Jesus, please pray. There's not a white girl involved. Oh my Lord. If there is a white woman in this goddamn sex trafficking, nigga, you know you done. The black girl, they might take a little bit longer to get your ass. But if there is a Becky or two in this bitch, oh my gosh. Bye, bye Harris. Bye Tip. Bye. You better pray there's not a white girl in this goddamn thing, boy. Listen, bro. They ain't going to listen. Ain't no force going to save you, bro. I'm sorry. Ain't nothing going to save you. Please tell me you were that smart. See, at least R. Kelly knew not to touch the white girls. If he would have came on there with a little Tatiana, if he would have came out there with a little Barbie or Cammy, listen, R. Kelly would have been got. I hope to God. And this is sick. Hey, yo, we definitely can understand that, yo, black young girls and black people are very easily impressionable to be used and abused. You're right. You're right. Yo, I already know. We already know. He's gonna try to pay them off. He's gonna go broke trying to pay them off. He's not gonna be able to buy him sweat. Listen, no matter what y'all say, Tiny and T.I. are barely fighting bankruptcy. They're not gonna be able to buy their way out of this. No, you ain't walking out of this one. You're not. You're not. It's almost immaculately impossible at this point. Now with these kind of things. So here we go with this one, and shout out to Ace Showbiz. Tiny and T.I. accused of sex trafficking women and minors. More women come forward with allegations of trafficking and maltreatment by the Live Your Life rapper and his wife after Sabrina Peterson accused him of abuse. Yes, they found young girls that literally were talking about being underage at the time, dealing with Tiny and T.I. Lord have mercy. Jesus. Sabrina Peterson isn't done exposing T.I. Days after accusing the rapper of abuse, he now revealed his alleged sex trafficking activities in other women, including minors, and dragged his wife, Tamika Coe. Oh Lord, they done called your government name, girl. Tiny, you are fucked. On Thursday, January 28th, Sabrina posted her Instagram story messages, which she received from the alleged abuse victims. Over 15 women. God damn it! What the hell did they call? Did they summon? What's going on? Is there some kind of black men? Is there some kind of mystical goddamn summoning call too? Whenever I need help, bro. My goddamn taxes are coming up. What is their summoning call for black men? You mean all she had to do was drop one message and 15 women just popped up? I can barely get out of show for a PTA meeting. How the hell did she do that? She dropped that on January the 28th. Over 15 girls showed up the next. God damn it. What they like? Where is Zordon for this? I know Netflix and Disney are probably calling this girl right now. I know they calling her. 15 women just popped up and transformed? Oh, hell no, bro. Oh, hell no. Shit. 15 just showed up? Bro, you can't listen, bro. I don't know what to tell you, bro. One person detailed an alleged incident that took place during a CII in Charlottesville in 2016. She said her phone was confiscated when she went to TI in Tiny's hotel suite when the Ritz Carlton, Molly, and cocaine were reportedly handed out at the party, and only guests who removed their pants were allowed to stay. What kind of party? Yo, bro, what kind of bro? Oh, I'm trying not to laugh. Wait, so you're saying the men and the women had to take off their pants to get in? Y'all mean coochie and sausage was just swinging around in a yeah, tiny? Y'all are freakier than goddamn Will and Jada. Y'all might want to get to the red table real quick, girl. AI, what kind of dope do y'all be doing, dog? What kind of coke do y'all got to make niggas want to drop their drawers for y'all? I I can listen, bro. I can barely get people to go to the doctor for a checkup. You got people dropping their drawers in a room to do coke and Molly and shit. The fuck? What kind of party is going on? Lord Jesus, boy, oh my Lord, have mercy. I have to read that again, boy. I watched one person detailed. Okay, let me see. Cocaine were reportedly handed out at the party, and only guests who removed their pants were allowed to stay. I watched him drag girls back and forth from the bedrooms to the bathroom to the living room. She wrote, one girl was crying because she wanted to leave, but they refused to give her her phone to call an Uber. The women who said she was excused from the activities, the woman who said she was excused from the activities because she knew someone in T.I.'s entourage added that she witnessed the rapper tell his security to come pick this bitch up off the bed because she couldn't walk. Oh. The alleged victim was almost unconscious and her pulse was barely there, according to the witnesses. Lord have mercy. Based on her own experiences, the anonymous source described T.I. as an absolute monster who uses money and power to manipulate people, and Tiny in his secret as his weapon. Lord have mercy. Jesus. Niggas are sucking dick and doing coke and getting their booty holes blown out at T.I. and Tiny's party. Lord have mercy, boy. I might need to go to church. I can't probably go to church. I don't know what. Yo, bro, we are done. We done. We done. I ain't done. Shit. I'm just getting started. But goddamn, you right. You right. That's them ATL party. Yep, you right. Them ATL parties be like that, where they be having them be them swingers and all them freaks and stuff. Yup, that be them ATL party. Y'all be wondering why all them down low people be in ATL. I mean, shout out to ATL, but hey, y'all be wondering why them dudes be going to them parties. Yeah, man, I'm gonna go hang out with my homeboys, and we're gonna go to the hotel and have. Yeah, listen, they be going to them Ti and Tiny parties, man. Get coked up and booty holes blown out. I don't know, but listen, man, y'all be saying, well, that was years ago. Tell that to Bill Cosby. Tell that to R. Kelly. Then they reopen up his case. Y'all think that years ago don't catch up with you? Shoot. These stories are getting accurate. Accurate. Listen, bro. You better hope to God they don't be able to pull up some camera footage. If they could put up camera footage, if they can match that he had a room at that day and that time, bro, you are possibly looking at a God dang. You know what I'm saying, Mimi? All they got to do is say, yo, match the date and the time. And y'all know dang well they got Kamala in there. Oh, you already know Kamala cop. She shit. Doo-doo-doo. I'm feeling a certain type of way. BMT, man, how can you say this on this kind of story, man? Listen, bro. I'm just going over what's going on out there, man. Getting pretty serious out there. Like the video, share the video. Come on, y'all guys. I'm trying to give y'all this duffel. I'm trying to make sure I want to give it to y'all. Don't worry, I promise you. I know some of y'all are chomping at the bit to say some stuff. Some of y'all probably believe T.I. wouldn't want to do that. He's high value. Why would T.I., you know what I'm saying, his light skinned butterfinger candy ass, why would he want to do that? He can get any woman he wants. What the maid would have said, oh, bitch, dog. Another woman, another woman said that she was working as an escort slash stripper. Well, shout out to you for being on an escort slash stripper in 2013 when T.I. invited her to take drugs and have sex with him and Tiny in return for payment. But then Tiny got jealous of her and hit her before T.I. choked her out. When she threatened to reveal their treatment to her, she was allegedly told that she could face deportation. The fuck? Were you hiring illegal prostitutes? I guess, hey, I was threatened to the point I was in fear, left Atlanta, and never looked back. So the woman told Sabrina, another alleged victim who claimed she was a minor when the abuse happened. She said she and her friend, were pressured for sex during 2005 NBA All-Star weekend in Colorado. Another woman said the girls were so high it seemed like they were dead. What kind of booger sugar booty, goddamn, crack boot shit? Oh Lord, and they got text messages. Lord, oh shoot. Goodbye, Tim. I need to go download. I need to go boot up LimeWire from my old computer and get all your music, boy, before it goes. In her Instagram story, Sabrina hinted that she would use the information in interviews with alleged victims for a documentary about the abuse she received. The numerous messages after she asked other victims of TI and shared their stories. Yeah. Currently interviewing all victims. She posted on Wednesday. You can and will remain anonymous. You are not alone. DM. You are not alone. DM or email me at info@glamouruniversity.org. We are only interviewing real victims. We aren't looking for slander. We aren't looking for facts. I mean, we are looking for facts. We are moving forward with civil legal action and awareness. After receiving overwhelming responses from other women, Sabrina shared on her Instagram post, sis, I learned something this week. You never heal from these things you don't reveal. Speaking your pain, past experiences, and getting them out allow you room to process them and cultivate some level of healing plan. Also, note your silence is their power. She added. Listen, man, y'all can look this stuff up. I have it in my description. I have it in my description. But we about to get to take a breather. I gotta drink me some water. This is a lot. There's a lot. You know, we about to get into um the doggone gist of things, and you know, we about to go over it. We about to play the audio. Fair use, fair use. Shout out to my boy Superslide 75. I got it from his channel where he got it. I got it from his channel where he got it. And literally, you know, we gotta look at this and evaluate this. This is real serious. I want these people, if they were wronged, then everybody that was going along with this should be brought to full justice. Everybody should be brought to full justice. I don't believe in silencing people. I don't believe that, hey, after so long, these people should remain silent. But if it happened to you or your child or your people, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Wakanda. Kamala's freaky ass was probably at them San Francisco swinger parties. She was messing. Oh my God, Kate. God dang it. Freak. Why did I click on that? Now I'm not where I want to be. But I'm going to go ahead. You know, I'm trying to give y'all, you know, the show. A YouTuber was trying to say that we should tell the rappers about the Black Manosphere, SYSBM, and others who have anti-Black women messages. I was like, please do open the Pandora's box. Yep. Hey, listen, I'll go ahead and tell them. I'm sure they'll come, man. I'm sure they'll invite y'all to their parties where y'all can go do coke and Molly, pull down y'all pants and walk around a bunch of. Hey, I want y'all to know when they high, man. When those people are high and they get that coke pee, they some of these people be high. They don't know who they be slopping and laying down with and drop and bunking into. I gotta be realistic with y'all. When people are high on drugs, they do not care who they sexing. They are mentally off their rocker. And we know that T.I. and Tiny are huge sex deviants. So we ain't gonna pretend that all right, it matches up too well with them. We done watch a lot of the stuff that they've been talking about. And T.I. said it on the Red Table Talk. Hey, you knew what you were getting into. Tiny done came out and said, yo, he made me do all kind of things with other women. We done so now all of a sudden these women are showing up. Don't back out. Hey, same energy. Same energy. Y'all hit with T.I. Make sure y'all smash it down on Tiny's head too. And any friend that I hope all of them get that smoke. Every last one of them. Get anybody that wants to do it. Hey, it is what it is. You get the smoke. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. But we can't pretend that we haven't heard stories of girls going to auditions or dudes going to auditions and they doing some compromising stuff. No, we heard what happened to Little Wayne when he was a kid. So let's not pretend, oh, it's only just the females. Oh, we know they be doing some compromising stuff. We already done seen the pictures of Amarion and Marcus Houston bitch ass out there in their drawers laying up in bed. And I'm like, what kind of copper tone demonic shit is this? How's it gonna look bad for the mayor? How's it gonna look bad for the mayor? Well, guess what? Hey, guess what? If I was doggone. Oh yeah, you're right about that doggone. Hey, even, hey, Perry, you're right. That's some rituals. Like I said, you're right, Renaissance man. You know what? Anybody involved, I will tell you right now, if anybody's involved that was helping these young people into that facility, they all need to go down. We need to run them all out. We need to run them all out. It ain't gonna look bad on me. I ain't giving shit. Fuck it. Fuck hey, literally, I guess if that's y'all party or y'all whatever y'all beliefs or y'all electoral people, guess what? I'll go down. We know these politicians and these entertainers and all these people doing this sick shit. So now I don't give a damn who go down. Let them all burn. What's going on, brother? About to light it up and have a good time.
Yeah. Thank you for having me up here. I put that in. There was a YouTuber was talking about, they should be telling these rappers about what these manospheres talking about, these anti-women, anti-black women messages and these panels that they be having down in Black Women. I said, please do, because where you think they got this from? You think these rappers don't think the same thing? You think they're not using these women? I mean, Jesus, let's not forget that there was talk about Jay-Z doing the same thing. Getting with underage girls. He got with Foxy Brown when she was under the age of 18. This shit is not just you thinking R. Kelly was the only one? All these rappers knew about it or participated in it. So this don't surprise me. I'm still barfing over the fact that they did a threesome with Black China. I'm like, oh God. Just Tiny and Black China in the same room. Just barfing.
So let's go ahead and push at this. Y'all know, do me a favor, like the video.
Yeah, like the video, yeah.
Like the video, share the video. But y'all, I know I'm the only one now that is banging at this. Y'all could be anywhere, y'all could be doing anything, but BMT want to give y'all the latest. I shout out to Super Slide 75 for getting the videos. Shout out to the big homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing my manosphere due diligence.
Yeah.
Let y'all get the know, the 411 on these types of things. So, you know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead. And put it out here. All these celebrities are the devil. You know what? Listen, man. I hear you right there, man. F the system. Listen, man. Listen, man. We're going to go ahead and play it. Let me know. Let me know if you can hear it. So we have, like I said, make sure y'all go over to my guy, Super Slide 75. He grabbed this, help him get over 2,000 with the views on this one. I'm about to add to that. You know what I'm saying? Like it. You already know, subscribe, hit the bell. Slide keeps up. Shout out to my homie for this. That's Sabrina. That's the girl right there. This is only 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We definitely want to put it out there. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So we definitely want to put out there what's going on and try to put out the information. You know what I'm saying? This is getting pretty. fucked up. So um again, we're not shaming anybody, any victims. Well, I don't give a fuck about uh I know some people are like, well, how are you talking about, T.I. and Tiny, you railroading a black man? Listen, dude, I'm sorry, but we've been hearing these stories. How many times, brother speak? How many
Way
times?
too,
Too
way too
much.
many, way
So
too fucking many.
I'm sorry, but in less than one day, over 15 people just start popping up. Nah, B. Like, shoot.
So look, I I know more than anybody. We want to say we want we know that the system is against the black man, but don't let that get in the way when you see real monsters in your neighborhood. This is probably why we have a lot of these animals out here because we're too busy want to protect the monsters in the community, and they doing all this kind of all this shit, and we're not taking these people out. Meanwhile, the innocent people is getting railroaded, and we don't give a shit. So, and that's not just the men and the women too. I don't want to hear nobody saying Tiny's a victim. Get the fuck out of here. That lady was leading. I bet you they was sending. She was sending chicks over there to this guy. So, so you can miss me with that bullshit.
Yeah, I gotta be honest about that. Listen, that's not unusual to use a. That's not. Listen, y'all. That's not unusual to use a woman as a bait and hook to get other females to want to get down. I know this. Yo, yo, ask Tina, what I'm saying, to get her friends to come to the party. But if we can get Tina to come, then her friends will come. That's fucking in shacking 101. You get one girl that literally can get the other girls to feel comfortable, or literally you get one girl to the room so that way she can get the other girls to the room. Yo, that happens a lot. And some of these girls, literally, we can look this up in gangland stories and all kind of pimp stories. You use a female to bring in other girls. That's textbook, B. That ain't no guessing. That's textbook. So anybody saying that don't make sense, why would he use a woman? Uh, a lot of dudes, a lot of men use a woman. A lot of men. That's not even like not even crazy. So let's go ahead and get at it. So let me know if y'all can hear it. You ready, brother? Speak. Let me know if you can hear it first. Okay. Can you hear it? Can y'all hear it? Type one in the chat.
You might need to turn it up a bit, BMT.
Can you hear it?
I can hear it, but it's low. You might want need to turn it up a bit.
Okay. So I might need to turn it up.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let me go ahead and do something really quick. Let me go ahead and do something really quick. Y'all got me alternating through different things. Let me go ahead and do this really.
But I don't know if she's coming back in. I think she said she might be standing on the mat or something. It's not like everybody wants to get walk or anything. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's different people or new faces and whatnot. I don't know. You know, until you get around people and be around them. But everybody is really cool, chillax, and all that cool stuff. Like, but
Speak. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I just had to go. I'm gonna go do this real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this real quick.
Herring.
And I want to make sure y'all get this. Y'all get the information properly. Like I said, you guys like the video, like the stream. We definitely are here for this one. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to play this. Shout out to my boy, my guy, Super Slide 75. You know what I'm saying? We definitely want to get this out there about this, man. This is crazy. And more people,
many gun rights advocates fear.
And more people, listen, man. This is going to be one. I'm pretty sure there was a message when R. Kelly said, "Yo, I wasn't the only one." You remember that speech when he said that?
Yep, I remember.
He said that he was freaking out and screaming on Gayle King, saying he wasn't the only one.
Yep.
How can y'all do this to me? Like, you got to start asking the question: Who was he directing that to? Who was he calling? Okay. Who was this? We have it right here. You know what I'm saying? My mom was over here also. We have it where this man has been using and abusing women. And we have to ask the question that who was he directing that to? Let me go ahead and fix one share screen. I gotta go fix that. I'm just trying to. Y'all got me running around. But all right, here we go. All right, can y'all see it now? All right, there we go.
Yeah.
So okay, there we go. Again, I do apologize for the long getting up. Again, shout out to my guy Super Size 75. Shout out to everybody for actually putting this together. So let's go ahead and have the much deserved confession. Let's hear from them, but this is their confessions about what happened. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and play that out and see how it goes down the pipe.
The other battle was that if you didn't sleep with his friends or X, Y, and Z, then he would get upset. He would get enraged. Another thing that particular victim said, which led me to your story,
can y'all hear it?
Is that she would then.
Yeah, we can hear it now.
She would then
I can hear it.
And don't mention any names.
Okay, they can hear it.
Mm-hmm. She would then sit on the phone at night and scroll through Instagram and look at cute girls and message them, and so Instagram is a tool being used to recruit more women. So that leads me to your story.
Right. So with that being said, like I said, I was home one night, and look, it's actually 5:48 a.m. I was in bed, obviously, and see the hit up. Me just being a normal person, like, oh shit, that's T.I. I'm assuming manager or somebody, like, I right, of course, good morning. That's when he says,
your phone's breaking up. Your phone's breaking up. Hold up. Your phone broke up. Your phone's breaking up.
Okay. Can you hear now?
Don't, your phone's breaking up and don't say any names. Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, Brianna, Frankie, can y'all hear this? Tell me if you can hear it in the comments. So, let me hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So, right. So that's when he hit me up, and I wasn't sure if it was him for sure. So I wrote back, good morning, and the first thing he said is, can we do you have a contact? So I'm like, yes. I gave him the contact. When he called, originally I didn't pick up the first call. He then wrote me back and was like, oh, just try calling you. So I called back. Woo, I'm getting a little, because like the stories are like really crazy. So I called back. Him and Tiny were both there.
No names. No names.
Okay. So I spoke with him. He's like, oh, are you interested on being flown out? Like, if it was presented to you, would you be interested in, being in the graces of myself and such? And I'm like, sure. Sure. Like, of course, in the midst of me not thinking, I'm just like, sure. Like, this
that's one of the tactics, number one, they use. Our people in our community are using the same fame that we got them to diminish our people, and that's horrible. Like, so,
right.
Asking you, so you're a girl, you don't have, you're a woman, you try to thrive and make money, X, Y, Z. So kind of just, so that was
right.
That presenting itself was something that was extremely tempting, to a girl who may be aspiring to be someone, aspiring to have.
Right.
Something.
Right.
Okay, so finish.
So now I'm like I said, I have a new baby and stuff. I'm like, okay, well, can I get back to you on this offer? So he's like, sure, you can get back to me, whatever. So now, of course, I speak to my fiance. I'm like, hey, what do you think I should do? Should I, meet up with these people after I see what they have to offer, whatever. And he's like, if you do go, I'm sure they're probably gonna have the two individuals. I just didn't understand, like, what did they want from me specifically? Because there was no actual. It was more so, when you get here, we'll speak about it. About a venture, as you see, and I'm like, okay, what kind of venture? Like, what is it exactly that you guys, have in mind? And like, I'm shaking right now because I'm just so glad that I didn't go through with it, because it's so many females, as from what I could see, that has got taken advantage of. And like I said, I couldn't relate to it because I've been there. So, like, when somebody actually hit me up and was like, didn't these people hit you up? And then they sent me your link. And I'm shaking. Oh, my God, I'm shaking. And it's crazy because, like, as I'm seeing these stories, I'm seeing that this is exactly what they had these people do, like, sign that you cannot speak about what's going on. So, like I said, I considered it because of who they are. And then I, like, thought back on it, like, because I myself am a rape victim from 2014, I had just questions of, like, okay, so why do you want to fly me out? Like, why do you want to meet with me? Like, he's like, oh, we have a venture for you. We can speak more in person about it, whatever. But it just didn't sit well with me until why these people wanted, like, I have 2,000 followers at that time, probably less than that. So I'm like, what about me? Like, where did you know what I mean? Like, I had so many questions in my mind about what did they really want.
So one of the first things about it, and a lot of people always ask the question, well, so one of the first things about it, Speak, you still there? So one of the first things
Yeah,
about
I'm right here.
a lot of people say, well, these are stars or these are things. So didn't they know, or they should have already known? And I always clap at and say, yo, that's so funny because if a star were to ask you to come out and meet them, this is why I always call it the Monday night quarterbacking thesis or algorithm. Because if a star or somebody or celebrity were to say, hey, let's meet up, to go play football, go-karting, or, what I'm saying, or I want to bring you something like that, most people, a good bunch of people go. Or they usually feel like, hey, I get to take a selfie. Or they invited me backstage. Or literally, they invited me so that way, exactly. Some young girls are very naive. They can't, and they get caught up really quick.
Yeah.
So,
sadly.
So the thing about it is, yeah, I get it. She had a man. She did have a man. And I knew this one guy, he used to go hard. He used to go hard because his girl could sing. But in one song that she wrote, and it was at an open mic song, when she started singing the song, she ended the song and said, this was the song I got raped to by my engineer.
Mm.
She was singing the song that she went to go finish up on with an engineer, and they raped her. When I say the room felt so eerie, and when I say her man wanted to kill that dude, it was crazy because he was mad that she didn't say nothing. But it was also another thing where it was like, yo, I'm going to find this dude and kill him.
Yeah, and here's the thing: you got young impressionable girls, and this is it's probably their hero. It's probably someone they admired, and they're telling you, "I got this job opportunity for you." How many people you think are going to turn it down?
Listen. We already see people get happy and horny when an old dude on YouTube mentions y'all fucking name in a title, or a YouTuber brings y'all up. Oh, they mentioned me. I'm high value. So if a YouTuber does that, I can only imagine if an actual person with actual six figures and on TV might actually call on y'all. This is why I say Cat goes hard in this space.
Yeah, and let's not forget our friend Tommy Sotomayor flew a chick out.
Flew a chick out.
And he's not making nearly the amount of money that T.I. and Tiny are making. Nearly, not even nearly the amount. But she still flew out for him because she wanted that clout.
Y'all forget that Tiny is a songwriter. Tiny's a songwriter. You forget that. T.I. has his own record label.
Yep.
In Atlanta. Atlanta is known, no offense, but it's known for poverty, black poverty. You can go to Atlanta and make it. If you can make it in Atlanta, you can make it anywhere. So people were taking their family members to R. Kelly. People were taking their family members to Diddy.
Ooh, I was just about to mention that.
How many people were taking their family members to all kind of R&B artists, singers, groups, church revivals and stuff, dropping their loved ones off, their sons, their daughters, their nephews, their nieces and stuff. So I don't really buy it where, you know what I'm saying, people are saying, hey, I'm going to get put on. I don't buy it. I don't buy it at all. There's somebody they believe in that literally this person might do it. And yes, I get it, naivety. But y'all gonna have to miss me with that. People are known to literally their kids be teenagers. Hey, I'm going to go there to a college party. So-and-so rapper is going to be there. So-and-so artists are going to be there. So-and-so people from certain industries are going to be there. BNT, ATL is known for human trafficking too. It has the highest rates in the U.S. Yes, it is.
Yep. And Houston's right up there with them.
Letting their kids stay with grown folks. I'm sorry, y'all. And y'all gonna have to miss me with that. Like I said, I'm just showcasing because these people are coming out and literally the messages and all the stuff are coming out. Shout out to what's going on, Miss J. Young people especially are vulnerable to be conned by rich, powerful, and famous folks. It's a tale of as old as time. Shout out to y'all forget the white people, the father who found out that the Olympics coach, since y'all think it's only just black people, the Olympics coach who was having sex with the girl. He wasn't just having sex. He was taking showers with them. He was touching them inappropriately. And that was the Olympics. That's the Olympics.
That's not even talk about the high school coaches.
Oh, it's God.
If we really want to take it there, we can go down this rabbit hole all the way. Shit.
But like I said,
really don't want to take it there, man.
So it's the thing about it is it's been going on for a long time. I wonder how many church scandals have been covered up. I wonder how many doggone adultery of either the man knew his son or his son was getting down, or people knew that the church pastor, I believe the church pastor in Atlanta, he was caught up having sex with the young girl. Add to the fact T.I. and Tiny live and operate out of Atlanta, which is a child and sex trafficking city in America. This story adds up, unfortunately. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, listen, too many people done brought up this to me. Like, I'm sorry, their stuff is way out there, been out there for a long time. So I don't even blink when I hear, oh, T.I. Tiny. Not too long ago, people were praising that he checks his daughter's hymen. I don't think ever a day in my life I ever heard other men saying that every year they go to check their daughter's hymen.
Yeah, that's some. When I heard Tiny brought that up, I was like, "What the fuck?"
That was wild.
Why would you put that out there?
That was wild, even for me. I was like, "What, bro? There's some things. Even listen, bro. I get maybe you too comfortable talking about your daughter's goddamn snatch on openly, bro. That's stuff that you just don't. There's like open door things you don't do. But maybe I'm not sure. But he don't click. So we got the next one with another alleged victim of T.I. speaks out. Now this one right here, shout out to Super Slide. This one talks about it, and this is one talking about it as she is a minor. Oh. Uh-oh. We here for this. Fair use. Shout out to my guy, Super Slide 75. Make sure y'all go over there, like the video, help this video get over 3 5,000. Get it to 5,000. Let's get it going. Let's get it popping. So let's go ahead.
Just don't, like, whatever you do, tell your story. Don't lie and don't be scared. Like, your face isn't honest at all.
Yes, it's just so much has happened. And
Can you hear
it's
everybody
like,
speak?
I was roofied, so a lot of shit.
Yeah, I can hear it.
I don't remember.
How were you and where were you at?
I was 16 and I went to some like, it's like a building, but it was a studio above that, and I went there with a guy named Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
And he was supposed to let me meet Tip because, you know, I think Tip was thinking about starting his label, and he wanted me to meet Tip. I was nervous then too. He gave me a drink. Like, he asked me, did I want a drink? I told him, yeah. He gave me the drink. It was like a little shot. I remember it like it was like a little shot. I took the little shot. I remember it like it was like a little shot. I took the shot. And after I took the shot, like almost 15, 20 minutes later, it was like I was woozy. Like I started losing like mobility. Like I couldn't fully function. I remember sitting on it. They had like a little couch. I was sitting on the couch. At first, it was just me and that guy. And then I passed out. And it was like, you know how, like, you can pass out and then I popped back up. And it was like him and two other dudes.
Who was him and two other dudes?
So it was Brandon, and I don't know who the other two men were. Still to this day, I don't know who those two men were.
So where was Tip when all this was happening?
He was in the room on the other side of us. So it was like a hall. And on the other side of us. So it was like a hall. And it was, okay, so you know how the apartment building is like 3 different halls, like the build of an apartment building, where it's like a hallway in different apartment buildings. It was like we were in one room, but I was waiting on Tip. Like I was supposed to be singing for him, giving him my demo. I was supposed to be meeting him.
Did he know that? Did he see you take a drink, or did you ever encounter him at all?
So on the way out, it was like I met him, but I didn't get a chance to like sit and fully talk to him. But you know, him and the guy did like a high five, and he was like, "Y'all wow," and
He said, "Y'all wow."
yeah.
After they raped you, who said y'all wow?
Tip.
Who said y'all wow?
Tip.
How were you when this happened? Like, what year was this?
I was 16, and it was, I want to say, was it 2011? I know because the only reason I know it was 2011, and Tip had just, I think he just got out of jail, or he was just about to go to jail. One of those, because I remember the guy talking about it.
That they you got paid and you had to sign something?
Yeah, so basically the shut up dude paid me $12,000. I had to sign a paper, but I signed the paper like drunk still. So I signed the paper, and I didn't have a way back home. The dude was supposed to pay for my way back home, so I wound up having to call my mom, and my mom actually flew to Atlanta. And they made my mom sign the paper, but the guy explained to me that the paper was just because I was around such a high-profile celebrity. Anything that happened with that, so like surrounding that celebrity, I couldn't talk. So he made me and my mother sign the paper.
Anything else you want to say? Like, anything else you want to say? Like,
no, I just try to let this go. Like this happened. I'm 26 now, so I tried to let this go. But these people is really like animals. Like they not who they say they are at all, and it's just a shame. And just separated with you alone, like I'm seeing all of this stuff happen, and these people don't believe you. And it's like
Go truth for truth. Truth is, Clifford Harris put a gun in my head. Truth is, I didn't have a weapon. Truth is, I didn't call the police on him. Truth is, I didn't sue him when I could have. Truth is, I never spoke about this on the many times I could have spoke about it. That's the truth. This is a part of my truth. This is so old that he went on to make songs about it and so forth and so on. That same silver gun that was on the table when he was arrested, that one silver revolver with the long nose on it was the gun that he put to my head, screaming, "Bitch, I'll kill you, bitch, I'll kill you."
So, here we are. We're looking at it's a lot. Not Emerald, because you got a lot of shit going on with you, buddy. You got a lot of stuff. Your concept is that if somebody get raped, you shouldn't be allowed to talk about it. We ain't got time for that. We don't got time for that, Emerald. So you're gonna have to come back another time, man. But this is something very serious. It's something that's very serious. That some people, I don't know. We gotta ask the question that where's the mentality for this? I'm just saying, like, looking at it right now, it ain't looking very good for him. Not looking very good for him.
Yeah, and it's not looking good for Tiny either.
Yeah,
but
no,
I think if this go to trial, I bet you she gonna turn on him.
It will.
Yeah, they're gonna offer her a plea deal. And he really gonna be sent down the river.
It's gonna be a deal for give us him, and we'll see what we can work out for you.
Mm-hmm. And what will be if this go to trial? The sad thing is she might be out before him, and she's still gonna be out there.
Like I said, we're in the data market. Whereas to, I want these people. I want all these people to run to the ground. I myself am a victim of sexual abuse and child trafficking, so I know what it's like. I didn't talk about it for at least about 9 years. It happened when I was a kid. I didn't tell my mom and my dad until I was 23 years old. And I know. You know what I was told? Pray about it.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to Jesus.
Yep, that's what they tell a lot of these kids.
Saying like, listen.
That's the kind of foolishness black people tell their kids.
It's true.
Unfortunately, that's the mentality, which is why our children are the number one trafficked and abused out there, because that's our response. We don't protect the victims. We don't go after the predators. We just tell the victims, give it, like you said, pray about it, give it to Jesus, move on, forgiveness, and you let the predators get out there and just walk free.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason for that. He should have been in jail. Lots of people knew about that. This kind of stuff about his behavior has been rumored about for a long time. And people turned and looked the other way and actually tried to promote this man as if he's a good person, a leader of the community, knowing what kind of person he was. And that's the part that makes me sick. They knew who he was, putting him up there in all these panels, these TV shows, these podcasts. Absolutely ridiculous.
Now, one
But
guy
this is what
said
happens when you promote pimp lifestyle. Because
those.
that's a classic pimp behavior. What he did.
Somebody says those who have been raped and only report it many years later after they know that a person is popular should not be heard.
And that's a ridiculous mentality that black people unfortunately have, which is why we have a higher number of predators out there. We always find a reason to forgive and excuse deviant predator behavior, especially when it comes to children. And it's
Yep.
sick.
And you wonder why now these kids, when they grow up, attacking women, attacking
Yeah.
children, attacking men, attacking
Yeah.
everybody. Everybody's getting the heat. You know, they're saying there's a war on black women. No, there's a war on black people, and unfortunately, it's our own
It
people.
starts when they're children.
Yeah.
It starts when they're children. There's so many people out here who have all sorts of abuse happen to them, and we just act like we don't even care. Oh well,
Okay.
I got my stuff going on. Oh yeah, I heard that happened to somebody else. Oh well, that's they shouldn't have been that way. They were fast. They were this. They were that. We always have all sorts of excuses every time we hear these kind of stuff. T.I. ain't the first time we heard about this bullshit. We've been hearing about it for decades. And we always find a way to turn the blind eye and act like we can't see what's clearly in front of our face. And that's on our community because we do this way too many times. This is a pattern. This is part of our culture. And it's sick. People like him should be dragged out in the street, hung up, and beaten. Jail is too good for him. And everybody who supported people just like him. Hell, R. Kelly hadn't even been to trial yet.
Oh. Well, he been to trial, but he got off. And
I mean,
and
yeah,
the people
was his third trial?
yeah, this is
The latest. I mean,
trial
it's
number.
just,
I
it's
think number 3.
ridiculous.
Now,
Yeah.
Here's the thing about it. Here's the thing about it. I want to bring up to y'all too. Do y'all foresee this as a domino effect that more people are going to start being dropped out and called out?
It should. I'm hoping that the Me Too movement has basically changed how we, react to certain things like that. People feel more comfortable coming forward. Because I remember when the Me Too movement first came out, everybody was talking. Well, in our community, was talking shit about it. The other communities, they were actually supportive about it. Ours wasn't.
Right.
But it's time that we do, because there's too many people out there like that, and we need to stop hiding these people. They need to be called out. They need to be dealt with. Other than that, our community is never going to heal. You just keep processing new victims over and over and over and over and over. New broken lives. And we don't even help the people who have broken lives. We don't offer therapy. Like you said, we offer Jesus, and not even that. We just tell them about it and walk away.
Now,
it's ridiculous.
Now, somebody in the chat says that, you know what, this shouldn't be talked about. This is not a problem. I'm here to talk. Miss J and Brother Speak. And I know there's a lot of people believe that, hey, you know what? Believe it or not, there are some people that believe that, hey, this should not be talked about.
Yep.
But if it's not talked about, it's never going to be solved.
But they believe that, hey, this is not a problem.
It's a huge problem. It's a huge problem. It's a huge problem that happens to the boys and the girls. It's a huge problem that happens in our community, period.
And
I mean, it's all fine and good to call out certain celebrities about that, but there's a lot of family members who be doing this kind of stuff. There's a lot of teachers to be doing this kind of stuff. There's normal, regular people who be doing this kind of stuff, and we just look the other way.
Absolutely.
To know it needs to be talked about all the time. It needs to be prosecuted. They need to be labeled. They need to be shunned. They need to be beaten. All of them. I don't care who they are.
And when these women are asking, where's this protection? Well, the protection comes if you help get rid of these animals instead of harboring them, selling out your children to these animals.
Or being those animals.
And being those animals, yes.
Because trust and believe, it's not just the men out there doing it.
Damn.
There's a
Okay.
hell of a lot of women who
Damn,
are
Jay.
doing the exact same thing.
Damn, you're balanced to tell. And
Yeah.
that's the thing about, like, y'all listen, man. Some of the stuff, that's why I try to tell you. Some of this stuff is learned, passed on behavior.
It is.
And when I tell that to people, they're like, "Oh no." I'm like, "No, man. Like, I have talked to many people, and they have told me that when they stayed at grandma's house, somebody touched them. Then after that, they didn't understand why.
That's how R. Kelly became R. Kelly from his sister.
You know, like
his sister molested him. He turned that way, and she was probably molested by somebody else. It's just a domino that keeps on going, keeps on going. If you don't break that cycle, you're just going to cycle in new victims, and it's never going to end.
So it literally, it doesn't get any easier. It doesn't get easier. I can tell you right now, listen, yo, I deal with my devils too. Don't think like listen, and I'm openly telling y'all this. Like, even for me, when I talk about it, my palms get sweaty, or when I think about it, I do have my hypertension episodes where I get highly sexually jarred up. But it's not something that I'm now in a space where I can talk about it. So when I hear when some people talking about it, you know, I understand why they start getting hesitant and scared. And it's a fight or flight going on and fight in their head. A lot of people, they're like, well, damn, why is she such a freak, or why he always want to, sometimes after that trauma behavior, there's two types of behavior that happen from there. Either they don't want to be touched or be bothered no more because they can't deal, or literally they become overly sexually in that where literally they have to get it out. Where literally know why. Either they have to get it out, or they're trying to relive it to try to empower themselves through that. And literally, it is a ongoing fight and demon that people don't. I hate when people say get over it, but you never holistically get over it. You never do.
But that's why you also have so many people who are in the sex industry. They're into stripping. They're into prostitution, low key, and even just flat out prostitution, because they have been messed with, and their minds are they never got help for it, and their minds are gone. And that's why people are recognizing now that they really do need help. That you just sitting simply arresting them or trying to shame them doesn't do anything. That they need help to deal with like you said, the demons that they have. And that's why it's so damaging when you do that to children, because you really do ruin their lives, and you just walk away and just act like nothing ever happened. And you leave them to deal with the consequences of what other folks did to them. And that's just so wrong. There should be heavy jail sentences for people who do that kind of stuff. They need to be off the streets.
So, like I said, you guys, I put it out there for you guys. Like I said, shout out to Superstar75. Shout out for the 50 in the chat. I know y'all rather us talk about high value, which this was a high value guide to y'all talking points that wore the suits, did the movies, and did all the X, Y, and Z things, and did the philanthropy and all the stuff. And literally, he was doing this to the people.
Yeah. And look at the price that Tiny had to pay to keep that high value man.
But I don't feel.
No, I don't feel bad about her, because I don't feel bad about her either. But I'm just saying, it used to be, before we knew the full story, it was like, well, look at Tiny. At least she's married to a high value man. Yeah, look at the price she paid, and she's gonna pay, and deservedly, she needs to pay even higher price. I'm saying, be careful when you put that high value tag on people, because you can't see the full story. And high value is not just about money, ain't just about status, it ain't just about looks. You look at the character of that person.
And I want to say this to a lot of I want to say this to the women, but I wouldn't want to say the fellas, but it's morally used with the women. Ladies, if a guy's using you to go get other females, you're no more than just the bait. That's all you are.
Yeah.
That's all you are. You are no more than just the bait. So that way he can bring in more people. He's not really interested in you. He just needs you to go get other females.
And that is a classic pimp move. That's what they do. They find the girls, and once the girl, they literally girls, and then once they, I don't know about Tiny specifically, but I'm saying that's what the pimps used to do. They would find the girl when she's 13 or 14 or whatever, groom her, and then once she aged out, they would use her to get more young girls.
Right. And
So
literally,
that's a classic, like you said, it's a classic move. They're just simply using you. They don't care nothing about you because pimps do not care. You're a commodity. You're not a human being. They don't care about your face. They just lie to you and they're using you. That's all it is. And then you're the person that went on the hook now because Tiny is in a whole bunch of trouble.
why you
Thinking that she was doing something to keep her man and she sold her soul.
Yep, and a lot, and believe it or not, a lot. That's why I said it ain't just the men. Not just the men. A lot of these women to keep these guys sold their souls, either sell their friends, sell their sisters, sell their daughters or their nieces. Just don't think, like I said, don't think R. Kelly's fucking bitch wife didn't know what he was doing, walking 15 and 16-year-old girls in that damn house. Oh, they probably just here just to think. They've been there for a whole goddamn month.
And I'm saying the 13-year-old victim that R. Kelly raped on video, she was basically brought in by her cousin.
Yeah.
Sparkle brought in the 13-year-old victim of R. Kelly.
So,
and she went on that documentary crying about how she didn't know. She knew. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They specifically use these women to get these young girls because the young girls don't know that's what they're being used for. That happens all the time in cities like Chicago, Milwaukee, Atlanta, Miami, New York, LA, those big high trafficking cities. That's a classic move that they use.
So, and I want to point this out here for Brother Speak and Miss J to look at before we wrap it up. Notice the places that Miss J and I and Brother Speak were talking about: Houston, Atlanta, Milwaukee. A lot of those are highly populated minority areas, especially black areas. It's no secret. Listen, man. And I know a lot of people say, "Well, why do these people know better?" Listen, man. When you're in poverty, you don't have much, or you badly want to get in, people will take advantage of that. People
and the police are less likely to prosecute. The police, the law enforcement does not really care what happens to black children because they know that the community doesn't care what happens to black children. So they don't when they do prosecute, they dumb it down to like a misdemeanor. They really don't go behind and put the person really in jail for that kind of stuff when you mess with black kids. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
That's why they go after them.
And the reality of it is these parents are even selling their kids to these people to get that fame.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, you wonder why these boys are attacking these women. You wonder why these girls are sneaking into Walmart, stealing knives to go fight each other. You wonder why some of these guys are attacking their mothers. You wonder why these mothers up here attacking their children. There's a lot of abuse going on in our community, and generational, and we want to put it on one side. We want to say, well, the men. Now, I give you that. The men ultimately are going to have to clean it up. But some of these females got to be getting rid of too. We can't
a lot of them.
A lot of them.
A lot.
I don't want to hear go and say, well, she's just a victim. No, some of these chicks are a bigger predators than the guys. But
they started out victims and they became predators.
Yeah.
And that's the story. And that's why if you don't get a hold of this, you're gonna keep that pattern going.
Absolutely. And it's gonna keep continuing. You see these guys are raging. This civil war that we supposedly claim that is happening, it's our doing. We're creating these monsters. And now you want somebody to come clean it up. Well, you can't clean up when you got multiple monsters everywhere and nobody's trying to help. So,
And one of the things that every last one of us can do is we can stop promoting and upholding pimp culture. We promote this nonsense, and you do that kind of stuff, you're destroying your community. You can't do that. People like T.I. should never be in a position where they're being looked up to as role models.
right.
Because it's just it does not work.
Just showing y'all real quick before we end it. You already know what happened to these boys. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all should already know about them. We knew about this long ago about this guy. We already knew about him. Okay? They were calling him a snitch. Even though he was the one that literally came out. Listen, y'all, black boys don't come out in the industry talk about being racist. He did that. They clowned him. But they couldn't find out that their manager was definitely having them take compromising pictures. Butt naked and in their drawers and take showers and stuff. Then this guy, guess what happened with him? He ends up doing the same thing, and he was doggone training this girl up since she was 15. She ran away from home. Oh yeah, y'all can go ahead and look it up. Everybody knows the whole T. 15, 16, she starts joining up, dancing, raising up, living around them. I guess they were friends. I ain't never been no 15-year-old's friend, and I'm a doggone in my mid-20s. I ain't never been no 15-year-old's friend.
And then once she turns 25 or 26, it's going to be her turn to find someone younger for his ass.
Yeah. You're right about it. When she hit a certain age, it's going to be her turn to find someone. But as soon as she was legal, as soon as she hit legal age, boom.
Because he was telling everybody she was his niece or his cousin until she turned legal. Then he married her.
Yep.
It's just,
Prince did it. A lot of these dudes in the industry did these kind
of people were praising him for doing that.
Like I said,
they're praising him how he locked down someone so young. It's like, my God, it's just.
So you guys look at, like I said, it's a lot of stuff going on. Shout out to Miss J for coming through. Shout out to my brother Speak for helping me do this one. I told you I had this one locked in the chamber. I knew I was going to get it done. Y'all guys, like I said, I'm going to be keeping up to date with the T.I. and Tiny alleged stuff. I don't want to put it all and say, these it's concrete. But like I said, it's some sick people in that industry. They said that entertainment industry is a ruthless industry. It's sad, man. And the thing about it is the reason why, and the match is matching up because she done been having so many mental breakdowns on doggone DJ Vlad and other interview stories. They done talked about how on Red Table Talk, they done been catching them in all kind of businesses. They done caught them with drugs and dope. He got babies out there. Been having strippers come out saying that he tried to do this with me and that with me. I'm sorry, y'all.
But it's very possible he won't spend a day in jail.
Listen.
It's very possible he won't.
If he does survive, if by the heavens he does survive this, and that's like I said, y'all better pray a Becky don't. It's sad to say, but right now we're banking on a Becky, a white girl, to hopefully show up. So that way,
I'm saying, I agree that would be a game changer. But people like him are very, very smart, and I'm saying they know all sorts of dirt on people. They keep all sorts of dirt on people, and it wouldn't be hard, especially in Atlanta, as famous as he is, to get a couple of people. The same reason why R. Kelly was never convicted in Chicago, even though the whole damn city knew exactly what he was doing. It's very, very possible that in the Atlanta area, the same thing will happen to T.I. People have known about what he's been doing there for the longest time, but they protect those type of people. So it's very, very possible that there'll be a lot of talk, be a lot of smoke, but he won't go to jail for that.
Right.
If the feds get involved, Now, when the feds get involved, that's a whole nother story.
So somebody brings it up to me, Cardi B. Let me tell y'all the problem. Let me tell you the problem with black men versus how black women operate. Let me tell y'all the problem. Since y'all want to say Cardi B. When Cardi B said what she said, for you black men, let's be honest, black men don't take rape seriously. Y'all don't. Black men, y'all don't give a shit about when a young black man or somebody, a black man in general says, I've been raped or sexually abused or harassed. Y'all come out your mouth, well, you a man now. You got pussy. You should have liked it. They have where young black boys are having sex with older black women. Why would you even put out kind of movies like that? But see, and this is how you know when y'all come out with a narrative. Well, what about Cardi B? I'm like, hold up, dog. Y'all made fun of what's the dude? The
Boosie.
big
Boosie.
Not Boosie. Well, Boosie. They were proud of him when he was taking his son his dick sucked. What about the other black dude who said he got his crotch grabbed? By
Terry Crews.
Oh, Terry Crews, yeah.
Right, and y'all said, well, as big as you are, you should have knocked him out. Wait. So y'all were laughing at him and clowning on him. Y'all were clowning on him. So right then and there, that kind of shriveled up any hopes of anybody ever wanting to come out and go to a black man about being sexually abused. Y'all probably take it more serious when a woman does it, but actually that's probably because the women go to the women.
But you can tell what you're saying is true is because, again, Cardi B admitted to it on tape, and nobody came forward and said, yeah, she did this to me.
No one gives a fuck.
And no one. I'm saying none of the guys came forward and said yes, even though she said, hey, I went ahead and not only did that, but I brought transsexuals into it. And everybody was just like, nobody, they kept their mouth shut because, like you said, the stigma, they didn't want to be clowned, so they kept their mouth shut.
So when y'all bring me the Cardi B card, I'm gonna be like, save it, because y'all never gonna say nothing about Big Mama in church. You're never gonna say anything about your aunties. You're never gonna tell on your mama. You're never gonna tell on in any of the other women that you literally know you could report. You're never gonna. I damn sure know y'all ain't gonna report Cardi B. I know her man ain't gonna ever report the stuff that she probably sees. Like, we just know y'all are not going to report any of that. Like I said, if you want to get away with dirt, if you want to get away with sexual deviancy and BS, we know damn well black people won't really say shit. Black men definitely ain't gonna never tell on you. He'll probably take that one to the grave and literally say, well, better for me to die in silence than be looked at as a bitch. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now, and I want y'all to strike the record. You are looked at as a bitch already by the world because you refuse not to say anything. And see, that's why people are going to keep raping you with economy. They're going to be raping you with the politics. They're going to be raping you with your own people and you definitely your own children. And this is why a lot of the women find it hard to go to the men. You're not weak for reporting being raped. You're not weak for reporting abuse. Abuse is abuse. It doesn't matter if you're a male or a female. And I get tired of that. I remember when I came out talking about I was sexually abused. You know what they thought I was? Gay. You know what they called me? A faggot. And you know that was so crazy. And I'm not surprised. Because we know our people are sick. We know our people are fucked up. But y'all want people to give a fuck about black men. But y'all don't give a fuck about black men. And that's why I call the bullshit. That's why I don't have no smoke for McJ. That's why I definitely don't have no smoke for Brother Speak. This is why people like us who are immensely balanced, y'all don't know how to take us. No. And see, I'll go to other panels, and I can go to other panels, and I will say the same thing. No, T.I. needs to go to jail. Tiny needs to go. Well, you know they're gonna say, well, that's alleged. We don't know. Y'all saying the same shit about goddamn R. Kelly. And R. Kelly came out on stage with Aaliyah, and everybody knew.
Everybody.
He was on tape. They looked at the tape and said, well, we can't tell the age. Y'all.
That's when you knew we were. That's when you knew
on tape. His tape.
That's when you knew we were screwed.
I mean,
when we, it's like, I swear, bro, it's like This is why I understand. This is why I understand. If you want to get away with dirt, go to the black community. Ain't nobody gonna say anything. That's why they say what's done in the dark stays in the dark. Like they're talking about us.
Yeah, our culture. They're talking about our culture.
No snitching. Y'all understand this stuff is enrodently killing us. I know I'm supposed to get off, but see, y'all listen, man. These things, the criminal element is telling y'all to keep your goddamn mouth shut.
Yeah.
You're saying, how are we screwed? I'll tell you what. When a black man comes out about sexually being abused and raped, and we don't act on it, we literally don't say nothing about that. Literally, that's a screwed problem.
Okay, you can't look at our community and see that how screwed we are.
Yeah.
Come on now, it's obvious. There's not a lot of other communities that deal with the kind of stuff we deal with because we refuse to deal with the root of the problem.
You know what's crazy, Miss J? Black pastor can get called for goddamn having sex with a young age girl. That church will still be open next Sunday. They'll still have a revival, and the shit will go on. And he'll just kneel before Jesus or whatever deity or God he prays to, and says, "Thank you for sending me such dumb motherfuckers." Because we know y'all motherfuckers will believe any goddamn thing. Y'all
Bishop Long,
Eddie. Oh my God, Eddie Long lived and he had HIV. He had HIV. The kids had HIV, and y'all still didn't believe. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing about y'all. Y'all don't know. Most communities sexual deviancy. No, not our community. Not our community. Thank you guys.
They don't protect and promote those people like we do. We promote people who we know are just beyond a shadow of a doubt, they do this kind of stuff. R. Kelly was more famous after we all knew who he was than before.
Let's just be honest. I get what y'all saying.
He didn't get hands put on him one time till he was behind bars. That man walked around Chicago where they're killing folks left, right, and center. He didn't have a single fist thrown at him in anger. No. In Chicago, after what everybody knew what he was doing. He didn't. The first time he got beat up was when he was in jail last year. And we knew about what he was doing for 30 years. So no, other people's communities don't do that kind of stuff. This is something that we do.
We're now going, like I said. That's why I said, you want to do some dirt, people go to the black community. You want to hide your shit, take it to here. Like I said, I get y'all say, well, other communities. Well, we're not talking about other communities. We're talking about our community. We're addressing I hate whenever we address our problem, y'all like to go talk about other communities. You're not in those communities. You're here with us. And guess what? Because I hate that whenever we start blowing whistles on our community, y'all start want to go ahead and start looking at, well, the other guys are doing it. Okay, but guess what? They handed T.I. Tip Harris the key. Y'all had no problem when he was talking about black issues. You had no problem when he was talking and he was addressing Candace Owens. Y'all had no problem when he was up there in Atlanta talking about don't burn up the city. So now all of a sudden y'all have a problem when we're talking about this. Miss me with the bullshit. This is the problem. Whenever y'all little messiahs or y'all little muses or rappers or goats or whoever start getting caught, all of a sudden y'all start getting tailwinded. Listen, I hope Tarana Burks catch this motherfucker. I hope a Becky comes out and throws this motherfucker under the crib. But we know it's more easier to go after black people. If you follow the R. Kelly algorithm, we know that going after young, impressionable black women, mind you, we already read up in an article. No, you're good, AC. We just read about it in an article. I doubt they were only just dealing with just women. And the reason why we can say that is because what I just read was doggone. Listen, when you have to go to a party, and the minute you go into a room, everybody has to pull down their pants and walk around and do coke and Molly, bruh. Y'all ain't telling me you're gonna have a hard time telling me these ain't some sexual disgusting freaks. Because when I'm just saying.
Same thing with R. Kelly. He wasn't just messing with girls.
Let's pull it out one last time. Let me pull it out one last time. Where's it at? Here we go.
Yeah, and the thing of it is, man, we want to blame. Um, uh, there was a YouTube was trying to blame the Manosphere, SYSBM, MGTOW, Red Pill for a lot of this stuff going on right now, and I'm like, this stuff was happening before the Manosphere was even in existence.
Yeah, all this stuff is a
Oh,
symptom of what
And
the real underlying problem is.
yeah,
SYSBM did not cause
okay,
timing. SYSBM exists
yeah, right.
because of the way our culture is. And you have a lot of abused children who who grow up to be very angry adults.
And I will be.
And they act out a certain way. And
And
that's
I
why
will.
you have this kind of behavior. So
I
yeah,
will.
yeah, I agree.
I will
The
be doing.
manosphere is not responsible for
Yeah,
this.
I'm not gonna blame this on the manosphere. But
No.
but this is deeper than all kind of stuff on all of them. I am going to be doing probably a talk on the deviancy and of these swinger type of parties that children and people get involved into. Like I said, it says right here, mind you, this woman just started this on the 28th, but 15 women from all over the U.S. start popping up. That's not normal.
There were people talking about that because I've heard people who live in the Atlanta area who were talking about the fact that T.I. was hitting on 13, 14, 15-year-old girls at the mall 10, 15 years ago. This has been a long-standing issue. They've all known about this.
So,
So I'm not surprised it only took her a short period of time for a lot of women to come forward. They've all been just dying for a reason to come forward. But no one would be willing to believe them if they came forward. But this has been a known issue with him for a very long time, and he is not alone by far.
exactly. And one
He ain't
person,
alone in this stuff. There's a lot of producers in this kind of stuff, a lot of managers who they all are part of this.
and again,
yeah.
It's just T.I.'s turn in the sun, but there's a lot of stuff under that rock.
like I said, the last thing I want to leave you with, we're going to hit on that later on. One person detailed an alleged incident. I want y'all to keep this in your head. That incident in CIA in Charlotte in doggone 2016. She said her phone was confiscated when she went to T.I. and Tiny's hotel suite at the Ritz Carlton. Molly and cocaine were reportedly handed out at the party, and only guests who removed their pants were allowed to stay. Listen, y'all can try to interpret that as much as y'all want, but if you got to be in a room with no doggone pants on, and you got to have your pants and your drawers down and walk around coked up and high, listen, bro. Listen. I'm sorry, but probably a whole y'all. Listen, when I say there's a whole lot of. This is why I find it hard when black people try to bang at the LGBTQ. When majority of these people be going to these parties and getting down. I watch him drag girls back and forth from bedroom to the bathroom to the living room. She wrote one girl was crying and she wanted to leave. Like I said, they refused to give her phone to call an Uber. The woman who said she was excused from the activities because she knew someone in T.I.'s entourage, and she witnessed the rapper tell his security to pick this bitch up off the bed because she couldn't walk. The alleged victim was almost unconscious, and her pulse was barely there, according to witnesses. Like I said, it's going to be hard.
It's a lot. Birdman, Lil Wayne, all those type of. I mean, it's just story after story after story after story. There's a lot there. A lot there.
Well, I'll tell you what. You go report on what you want to report on, AC. Report on that. Okay? You report on that because you're looking at it as like negativity, but we're bringing attention towards stuff that is harming our people. That's
And acting like it's not happening is not helping us.
Well,
AC,
AC, I
We've
will
been
tell
acting
you.
like it's not happening for a long time, and it's not doing anything but harming us. New generations are becoming victims of this stuff. We got to confront it. Ain't
y'all,
about
eh,
white people. Ain't about trying to make us look bad. It's confronting the reality. If you don't confront the problem and admit there's a problem, you can never begin to solve it.
okay.
Well,
And
AC, I will tell you this though. It is about the negativity is the only thing we recognize. The problem is that the negativity that you're saying that we're reporting is growing. We got women saying they don't feel protected. You got men that don't trust women. You got men that don't even trust men. Everybody, th- th- these people feel like their own people are their enemies. So if you want to
Because they're
bury
the
your hand in
prey
the
to the
sand,
predator.
you
I'm
want to
saying
bury
this.
your hand in the sand. Hey, you can go do that. I'm not going to do that. I've been around too much to be like I'm just gonna bury my head in the sand and be like, oh, everything's peachy as a cream.
you see this right
No,
And the
here.
you
white
want to do
people do
that?
it too. It's no longer gonna work. You
I was
can't that line just it can't work anymore. White people do it too. We ain't talking about other people's communities.
now
This is
now
what's going on to our people, and we need to face that fact.
now look right here. I was violated by a female manager many years ago, but as a man of strength, what would I gain if I reported her? Another thing he says is right there. You
Yeah.
know, another thing
And
right
there are
here.
a lot of people just like him, and that's why we need to confront what's going on. We can't
No,
keep acting like this shit's not, is not happening. It is happening. Too many people are coming forward and saying, this happened to me. Too
those
many people are coming forward and saying this is a real problem. For us to keep acting like it's just, well, the white community does it too. It's not just us. Bullshit. We ain't talking about that. We need to confront it.
That's
those,
their problem. That and the
Yeah.
white people are
We ain't
dealing with
talking
it,
about their
and
community.
that's
And
their
also, they
problem.
built jails to put their people, their predators, behind bars. We have snitches get stitches over here.
Yeah.
those who have been raped and only report it many years later after they know in person popular should not be heard. You have a
And I
person
don't know.
who
I don't agree with that at all.
you have a person who was sexually abused. Boom. But now he said, but he also thinks because of the abuse, listen, you shouldn't talk about it. Just take it in and absolve it.
Well,
I want you to
I
understand
will.
how dangerous that is. And I want you to understand, it's crazy, but I know I'm supposed to be doing an interview at a few shelters. Now, the thing about it, I want you to understand this. Since y'all like to say, well, people only report on the negativity. Funny enough, whenever we talk about the positivity on this channel right here, my views don't ever be up like that.
No one gives a fuck. So you can miss me with that, AC.
But
When
let
people do, the good people, nobody reports on them. No
I
one
bet,
gives a fuck.
I bet
So
you.
AC, if you want to do that, that's your business. I wish more people do, but guess what? A lot of people don't give a fuck.
But you
There's guys out there willing to protect the community, and no one gives a fuck. There are
but
women trying to help the community. No one gives a fuck. So good. If you want to do that, fine. But guess what? I wish more people would.
now here's the thing about it. If Miss J were to open up a school for how to do, let's say, taxes, you know, could y'all imagine how many views she would get on her channel or how to do your taxes? That'd probably be her lowest thing ever. The minute she starts talking about twerking and colorism and weave and all that stuff, oh, y'all might show up. Oh, y'all will come. Y'all will come. The things that we should care about or that we need, they're not watched. They're not cared about here. There's a lot of
Like I
people.
said, we promote foolishness. We promote degeneracy. We promote pimping,
Like I said,
and it shows in our community.
the main thing about it is, you guys, listen, y'all. I say this from one person who's been abused. I've always been using my platform to talk about sexually abused people and that their voices need to be heard, that they need to be talked about. When I talked about it, I was ridiculed. for quite a while. I was called all kind of names. I brought people on here who were part of different other movements, and y'all attacked them also. So I don't hear nothing. I don't believe y'all narrative. Y'all talk about what the hell y'all want to talk about on y'all platforms. But I know I'm going to follow up about the dark swinger things. I think I'm supposed to be talking with some women who literally were told that they were trapped, into having a baby.
There's a lot of dark sides to the swinger lifestyle.
So yeah, there's a lot of dark stuff to the swinger lifestyle. And her man said, if you leave me or you get an abortion, I'm gonna kill you. That's why now, and I didn't believe that until I went to the abortion clinic and I asked the question, and they told me that a lot of women get forced into having abortions by a man. I said, really? And they asked, so that's why they asked other people to leave the room to just talk to the woman about abortion, or about the child, because they have to find out, is she being threatened? Is she a prostitute? Is she a sex traffic slave? Oh, there's a lot of stuff in the world that I know about that goes bump in the night that you choose not to talk about. But see, these things, there's a reason why these women's suffrage movements are starting to pick up steam, because they're being used. See, y'all just think the abortion clinic just for abortion. You didn't know that literally they can go in there and there's an advocacy group inside the abortion clinic that helps find sexually trafficked kids and women. And then all they have to do is know the right words to say in that office, and literally they'll contact the police and they'll arrest the guy or the woman that brought them there. Didn't know that, did you? See, there's a lot of secrets going on. You know, I ain't gonna tell you everything, because some of y'all are probably those same people that are doing these things. That's why these things are happening. And that's why some people are scared or afraid of certain movements or certain people doing certain things.
Yeah, BMT, this decrim New York, this legalized sex trafficking, to make, not legalized sex trafficking, but it's basically going that route to make sex work legal. You know, have you ever heard of like decrim New York?
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, you can look up decrim New York. They're basically trying to make sex work as looked at as real work. Like, sex workers are trying to say sex work is real work. And what people don't understand is, like, you're going to have to make, prostitution legal. And what that happens, women are going to be competing with, normal working women are going to be competing with sex workers for men now, like out in the open. And it's going to be leading to legalizing other things down the road. Like even with sex trafficking, that's going to be legal. Like, it's slowly going to that point.
Like I said, I got it. Like I said, I've already got my jacket and my stuff. I know this week I have to. Well, next week I'm going to abuse women clinics and homes. I sit down with these people, men and women and children. I've been there to halfway houses and talk. Like I said, I do these things. And a lot of people be asking, well, BMT, why don't you put these people on camera so we can hear their story? I'm like, listen, bro, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. Everybody's not built to be on camera. Everybody's not.
And also,
built.
A lot of their lives are in danger too.
Right.
That's a very dangerous area.
Keyword, like they come out about their stuff. People do be still looking for them. I've did videos with us literally going to hotels to go get girls and children out of hotels. You know the first thing some of y'all be asking me? Hey man, show the victim so that way we can know who they are. What the hell? They just were just. That's how I know. That's how I know some of these people are warped and messed up. Shout out to the men and women that be helping us find these people. Shout out to them. And I'm in Charleston. I go to Charleston, Augusta, Columbia, Atlanta, Charlotte. I'm up and down the East Coast. I'm always busy. So by the time I get home sometime, I'm tired. And I gotta sit down, listen to BS Tube and how y'all want to talk about high value and twerking. And I'm like, God dang, boy, if you only knew what's going on in your backyard, y'all probably would not. Y'all wouldn't. Like I said, and I'm not saying we just got. Listen, y'all. If y'all, we want to stand a chance. I know y'all worried about the immigrant, but you fair to look at. We already have people already in our own house or backyard. Sometimes we choose not to tell on them to protect the family secrets, and that's like I said. If y'all do want to have a talk with me about that, literally, y'all can always email me at blackbrother123@gmail.com. Listen, I'm all for this. I'm all for the talk. I'm all for the smoke. Like I said, I definitely like to set it up. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody for coming. Shout out to AC Star. Shout out to Brother Speak. Shout out to Real News Uncut. Uncut Raw. I've been watching your videos, brother. Shout out to Miss J. It's good to have you up here again, sis. I haven't seen you in a while, but I know you're doing safe and well. Shout out to Brother Speak for helping me co-host this one. Shout out to the amazing people who came through. Shout out to Renaissance Man. Shout out to Super Mike. Shout out to Trailer Hood. Shout out to AC Star. Shout out to Slayer Jam. Shout out to everyone in the chat. If I didn't call your name, I love y'all. I respect y'all. You guys, we got to keep up the momentum. Keep our foot on these people's necks. I don't wish no quarter for Tiny and T.I. Force them to tell their side of the story.
My thing is just the fact, yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm just saying but I'm about to wrap it up.
Yeah,
Listen,
I'm sorry.
No, like I said, you know what I'm saying? We gotta force these. Like I said, I want us to put pressure on them. I want to just like T.I. like to force his daughter to show her checkup receipt if she's still a virgin. Let's push that pressure on him. Let's put that pressure on him to show the receipts that he wasn't doing that.
Yeah, say a prayer for her. Jesus, say a prayer for all their children.
You know what's crazy?
That's some horrible stuff to have out there in the world about your parents.
It's interesting that his daughter was happy to go to college and get away from him.
Oh, it's not bad. We all knew. I mean, come on. That's not a surprise the way he. So I'm just saying, to have the whole world know that about your parents, that's an awful position to be in. After just last year, she had all her business put out there too. That's just I'll mess you up for real.
Like I said, I hope y'all ain't no fans of the Tiny and T.I. family show.
I can't take him seriously, man. He made a museum dedicated to the drug
you
game.
already know that show getting canceled. I'm just telling y'all off real. That show getting canceled.
Yep. Bye show.
Don't think VH1 is going to still run that show, or BET or MTV. Viacom is not going to play. No, they're going to be like, yo, bro, until you clear this up, and even if you clear it up, we still can't touch you. But you're too bad. You're damaged. You're a damaged brand now. It ain't gonna be no more public speaking. There ain't gonna be no one walking up on the key city. Sorry, bro. Like, these movements are too powerful, man. I know people say, well, they're rolling a black man. Well, guess what? There's a black woman involved in this shit too, and a lot more other people. So guess what? If they all deserve the belt, they all deserve to burn in hell. And I hope that the whole industry burns in hell. But guess what? We understand these rituals. Y'all stop taking y'all family there. You know what I'm saying? Eat healthy, drink water, and be smart. Y'all, please email me. I definitely want to set up more shows. I definitely have more stuff coming down on the plot. Be careful what y'all putting y'all stocks into. I'm telling y'all right now. So, love you guys. Peace. Y'all have a good